Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses sing.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
All right, all right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and we are really honored to have the internationally acclaimed duo Acoustic Eidolon with us tonight.
Good, thanks. Thanks for having us. We're honored to be here. Thanks, Ralph.
Our pleasure.
Yes.
And Acoustic Eidolon is Hannah Alkire on the cello, and Joe Scott on this unusual looking double neck guitjo.
Yes. It's a wonderful instrument that I designed and had custom built back in 1991, double neck guitjo. So each neck has 7 strings, and it's strung very different than a traditional guitar. The bottom neck has all higher pitched strings. And the upper neck is strung like a traditional guitar, but with an extra bass string. And I've developed this crazy technique over the years where I can play both necks at the same time. And I do that by playing mostly melody notes with my right hand on these strings, while at the same time I play bass notes and chords with my left hand on these strings by actually picking. So when I put it all together, that's it. And that's
brilliant.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
as the English say.
It was a fabulous experiment that went really well and inspired a lot of the music that we do together. So, yeah.
And tell me the story of your meeting. That's an interesting story.
It is. It is. It was kind of amazing because I had started taking the cello outside the classical world in Colorado and starting to play with different rock bands and things around. And part of that was taking studio sessions or working on people's CDs. And so I got a call from a group down in Boulder, Colorado, and they wanted me to play on their CD. And they said, well, we're working with a studio kind of north of town. And I lived north and west and way out in the middle of nowhere from Boulder. And so I said, just give me directions from Boulder and I'll meet you there. And it turned out, and they came up my country road and turned down my street, gave me directions almost to my house. And it turned out that across the street from me and 3 houses away was Joe. And it was his recording studio. He was producing them. And so I rolled my cello over there and said, hi, I'm your neighbor. And then we worked together quite a bit after that, a number of times. And so then one day about, 4 years after that or 3 years after that, Joe called me up and said, well, I've always wanted to hear what my double neck guitar sounds like with the cello because I love the cello. And I thought that was actually the best line that I had heard to date. So, so I invited him over.
Yeah.
And so we sat down and played a tune together. And I mean, it was just a melody that he had written on this instrument. And then I learned it on the cello. We were playing it together. And we thought, in all seriousness, we have to clear out our lives and pursue this sound because we'd never heard anything like it.
And that was 12 years ago. And so here we are, 8 years, 12 years and 8 CDs, and it's been a wonderful journey.
A lot of time.
So, yeah.
Well, I can see why from the music you just played.
Great, thank you.
Why don't you give us another one?
Absolutely. Well, Hannah and I get to tour the U.S. and abroad a lot, and every year we get to go over to Europe, and so those travels really inspire the music that we create together. So now we'll take you to Spain. Last time we took you over to Scotland with Stonehaven, but now we'll take you to Spain with a piece called House of Memories.
wonderful.
Thank you.
We should let folks know how they can find out more information about your touring schedule and your recordings.
Yes, well, you can always visit us at acousticeidolon.com, and Eidolon is Eidolon, which is a little odd spelling, but yeah, you can always, there's a tour page, we have a store, we have more than folks would ever hope to want to know about us, I think, on that site. So.
And I had to look up what Eidolon meant.
Yeah, so did we, actually. Seriously, we found the word in the dictionary, the English dictionary. And I don't remember why we were looking there for our name for a band, but we did. We were looking in there and found the word Eidolon and thought, oh, that one sounds cool. So it means ideal or visual image. But we just liked the rhythm of the word, and we kind of thought about it afterwards that it might be kind of hard to spell for websites, but by then it was too late. We'd already fallen in love with it and trademarked it. That helped. Yeah.
So we'd like to, is it okay if we sing one for you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right. Yeah, we do primarily instrumental music, but we slip in a vocal here and there, and Hannah's written a gorgeous tune that we'd like to share with you.
And a lot of times our music is inspired by, I mean, obviously the places that we get to go and experiences that we have along the way. House of Memories was a place in Spain that we discovered that was a little flamenco venue, for example, and that was its name. And but with this next song, this is kind of I don't know, a way to encapsulate the fact that one of our biggest sources of inspiration actually happened the very first year of Acoustic Eidolon. And it's, I went through a battle with cancer that year. And so it was early on in our time and a very formative time for us. And so it kind of had a big impact on us, as you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And it's something that we celebrate now with our music for having come through that and paying tribute to others who either are going through it or have gone through it, or some that will. And so, so this is a song that I actually wrote for my mom, and she was not a cancer survivor. So this is this sort of the singing to the other side of that story, and but she was a wonderful woman and very inspirational, and instilled in me a great sense of humor and and many other things. And so this is a song for her, and it's called "The Shape of a Woman." The sky started crying and slowly turned to ice. Your hands, they held me, taught me and shaped me. Your laugh I hear still. Your eyes held my tears, your arms my dreams. Footsteps I tried to fill. I spent so many years trying to chase after love, years of empty moments. But the hole that I had, that I was trying to fill, was the shape of a woman, the shape of you taught me to walk, then pushed me to fly. You gave me all that you knew, but the flight you intended, we never took. I wanted to fly next to you. I spent so many years trying to chase after love, years of empty moments. But the hole that I had, that I was trying to fill, was the shape of a woman, the shape of you, the shape of you. Maybe the rest of your life was written silent, so I would know It was time to let go. And deep in the night, I sit by my window. The mask I wear fades away. I go to the mirror, I look deep in your eyes. I see that your smile's here to stay. I spend so many years trying to chase after love, years of empty moments. But the hole that I had, that I was trying to fill, was the shape of a woman.
The shape of
I spent so many years trying to chase after love, years of empty moments. But the hole that I had, that I was trying to fill, the shape of a woman, the shape of you, the shape of you. Shape of a woman, the shape of me. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well, we heard that you were played the mean harp, mouth harp. Is that true?
I don't know who would tell you that.
Well, we'd like to go back to Ireland and have you join us on a tune. Would that be okay? You'd be up for
That'd
that?
be great, sure.
Okay. Well, this is one of our original Celtic pieces. And let's see, this is in the key of A, so hopefully that'll help.
So everyone can
Okay.
sing along.
That's right. If you want to sing along, it is in the key of A. That's right. And this is a piece of ours from our Barefoot CD. And this is called The Calling of the Moor. All right. You are the one who gives me hope, and your touch has set me free.
Calls out to me, but I bend with the wind. My soul wanders free, still he calls me again. His strength it is vast, and his hand reaches far. Though my heart sings alone, still he calls me again.
thunder, now I call out to thee. You are the one who brings the dawn, you are the one who comes to see. You are the one who gives me hope, and your touch has set me free.
He calls out to me, but I bend with the wind. My soul wanders free, still he calls me again. His strength it is vast, and his hand reaches far. Though my heart sings alone, still he calls me again.
That was great fun.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice job.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't think we've had harmonica on that song before.
No,
so
no.
that
No,
was a
we haven't.
first.
Yeah. We've had a 90-piece symphony on that piece. We've actually, in the last few years, begun doing concerts with symphonies around the country. So that's been a lot of fun, because for the last 12 years, it's just been the two of us. And we've had 20 of our pieces arranged with symphonies. So that's been exciting, but that's almost as exciting harmonica. So, we got time to do any more tunes?
Yeah, you got enough time for about one more tune.
Okay, cool. Well, how about we go back to Spain one more time and do the title cut to our newest recording, which is called River of Fire, or if you speak Spanish.
It's called Rio del Fuego, which
Yes.
actually Joe says very well, but he doesn't always get the rrr.
Yes,
But for a man who can play two necks, you know, it's you got to leave him alone about some of that other stuff.
That's right. What do you want? So here we go. This is River of Fire.